What's going on, guys? Maximus Bass and the regular guy coming at you here with a new video. And in this video, due to a request, I'm gonna do something that before I wanted to do it, I wanted to let the dust settle. I mean, there was so many reviews from so many people coming from this movie, and it had to be Avengers Infinity War. So the movie, man, just before I start, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear anything, you haven't seen it yet, please don't watch this video because I'm going to spoil your day and I'm going to spoil your movie. So with that said, right off the bat, the movie started off with action. It was crazy. I'm not going to lie, I did shed a tear. Well, I didn't shed a tear. I did get teary-eyed because Loki was finally gone. Or not finally, but they finally took him out pretty much. Thanos pretty much ended his life. And then the coolest part of that first scene was the Hulk actually fighting with Thanos, which was actually pretty cool because, you know, they're basically the same size. But the thing that hurt me the most was that Hulk just got hooked up by Thanos, and that was the craziest part of them all. But yeah, just to start off, just so you guys know, or you guys already know because you see the movie, it started off good. Now, the whole basis of the movie, if you guys don't already know, it's not from Infinity War, the comic book. It's actually from the Infinity Gauntlet. The book is based kind of from that story. They took snippets from the comic book because, you know, people say in Hollywood that they can't make a movie out of comic books, but The Watchmen was made out of a comic book, and I think Watchmen's pretty good. But anyways, yeah, they took almost everything from the comic book. I mean, from the whole when Mantis and Drax get one into strings, another one into little blocks. That happens too in the comic book. Thanos does the same thing, but I forgot who he does it to. I don't remember quite well because I haven't read the book, to be honest. I never read the book. I did want to, but it was kind of like gonna be like cheating hype, you know, because I was gonna be like, well, I'm gonna see the movie or I'm gonna read the book. So the only reason I know is because my daughter actually has the Infinity Gauntlet that she wanted to read that she hasn't read yet. So she saw the movie first and she says she wants to read the book afterwards. But everything was pretty much almost like the Infinity Gauntlet comic book storyline. The whole everybody knows that in the Infinity Gauntlet everybody dies, and there's only a couple superheroes left. And in this movie it was the same thing. The whole, you know, the snapping of the fingers where Thanos snaps his fingers and half of the universe basically dissolves pretty much in the movie. The same thing happens in the comic book. So in that perspective, I think it was pretty good. It was well done. The only thing that I have to say about the movie is I read a lot of reviews before I saw the movie, but not from like YouTubers or anything like that. It's not that I have anything against them, but you know, sometimes they spoil it, even as they say no spoilers, but they do because they kind of mess it up for, like, I wanted to be fresh, pretty much. I wanted to go in there fresh. I wanted to go in there for open mind because I knew this movie was going to be super hyped up and it had to live up to its hype. And a movie of this magnitude with so many superhero characters in one movie, it was going to be exhausting, and it was. It's pretty much exhausting because it has you going from one place to another, from Earth, and then you go to Thanos' world where he was born, a Titan, and then you go to various locations. You know, Thor goes to get his new hammer. I forgot, Stormbreaker, it's what it's called. And then, you know, everything's happening at the same time. So they're going from one place to another, one place to another. So it wasn't that it was exhausting and like, oh, man, you know, they just keep going back and forth, back and forth. It was just exhausting that it was like you didn't know pretty much while watching the movie. I mean, you kind of had an idea, but you were like, man, come on. You know, it wasn't like a boring part, like a boring sense, but it more was like you wanted to see what happened pretty much. And the characters were cool. The one thing I have to say about the movie is that the whole CGI and all that stuff in the movie was awesome. Like, Thanos actually looked real, like you could see him at 7-Eleven buying the soda. Like, that's how real he looked. Like, he looked legitimately real. So that's the part that I really did like about the movie. Like, the characters look real, everything looked real, the worlds look real, even though they're not, you know, real, but in comic books they are. So everything was cool. The movie was good. I wouldn't say it was like the best superhero or Marvel movie of all time. I don't think so, but it was just cool to see all the superheroes interacting. I mean, you had your funny parts, you had your sad parts, of course. Superheroes do die before they even dissolve at the end of the movie. You know, you got, I mean, not superheroes. I mean, you could call it Loki like an anti-hero pretty much because, you know, he loves his brother, and you'll see, if you guys seen, or you didn't care about me telling you that I was gonna spoil the movie, you know, Thanos is burning Thor's face or head in the beginning with the Infinity Gauntlet, and he cries for him. So it's like he's an anti-hero pretty much, kind of like Venom, you know. But it hurt that he died actually, and then, you know, to get the Soul Stone, Thanos had to kill the one thing he loved, which was Gamora, which is funny. That's another thing that I wanted to say, that in the comic books, Thanos is portrayed as this evil titan, and he has no feelings. The only person he's trying to impress is Death, Lady Death, like actual death in the Marvel universe, and that's the only thing he relishes, making her happy. And this one, it was kind of like. I mean, it was like a 50-50. Like, I did like it and I didn't like it, because they actually humanized him a lot. Like, actually made him feel like he was a human being, you know, even though he was this big titan, this monster. But they, like, he had feelings. Like when Gamora dies and he has to kill her for that Soul Stone. When he goes see Red Skull, because Red Skull was transferred there. I forgot the name of the planet. But if you remember, put it in the description, put it in the comment section below. But yeah, he actually did cry, and actually did hurt you as you're watching the movie. It's hurting you. You know, Titan. You know Thanos is a bad guy, and he's gonna destroy the universe. But it actually did hurt you that he cried for Gamora and he had feelings. So that's one thing that I kind of like. It was 50-50. Like, I know Thanos is like Darkseid from the DC universe, and he doesn't care. All he wants to do is, you know, destroy worlds and take over people and kill them. And this one, it was kind of like, yeah, he's doing that, but he has feelings too, you know. So it's kind of like 50-50. Like, I liked it. I thought it was cool, but in another sense, knowing the comic book perspective, because I'm a comic book fan, it's kind of like you know, he's just evil pretty much. So with all that said, it was a good movie. If like I said, if you watch this video and even after I said I was gonna spoil the movie, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Really long, 2.5 hours at least in there. Plus the previews, you're gonna be in there for a long time. And the only thing that I am hopeful of is that the thing that, okay, not hopeful, but the thing that did kind of irritate me was, like, we have to wait another year pretty much for, you know, Avengers 2, which I think they're gonna call it Avengers Assembled, because, you know, they're all done in this previous one, and I've seen people talk about, you know, throw ideas here and there what the title's gonna be. The Russo brothers haven't really said what they're gonna call it, and even Kevin Feige didn't even know, like, you know, what to call it, or they already gave up too much. I saw a couple videos on that, but I think it's gonna be, a lot of people have been throwing this around. I think it's probably gonna be called Avengers Assembled, because they're trying to bring it back. And as you know, in the comic book, you know, it's not a spoiler, because if you read the comic book, it tells you in the comic book they bring everybody back to life. And actually, the funny part is that Nebula brings everybody back to life, taking the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos in the comic book. So we'll see if that happens in the movies. We'll see what they do in the new movie. And the thing that did have me hopeful was at the end of the movie, when Stephen Strange is going through the whole, you know, it's weird because he's going like this, really weird, meditating, but he's actually going through all the scenarios of how they could beat Thanos, and he gives him the Time Stone. He actually does give, after he stabs, you know, as you guys know, after he stabs Tony in the stomach or whatever, or the chest or whatever, he gives him the Time Stone. And I was thinking about it last time, and I heard a lot of ideas, and I think that's the way they're gonna win. That's the way, because, you know, Doctor Strange had already seen that probably he had to give him the Time Stone, and he had to do, and Thanos had to do what he had to do for them to, you know, beat him pretty much. So I don't know what the second part's gonna bring for all the fans out there, but they're saying is, I've heard a lot of people saying that have worked on the movie, that have worked on the script, that they're gonna say that if you thought Avengers Infinity War was good, this one's gonna be way better. So I think we gotta be hopeful. I think it's gonna be good. I can't wait. I mean, even though we have to wait another year, you know, another year that we have to wait for another good movie, but it has to be cool. So yeah, with that said, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys watched the movie. Let me know if you guys liked it, if you didn't like it, if it was too much, if it was just all over the place. But for me, for sure, thumbs up. Good movie, very awesome movie. The characters were awesome. The whole storyline was cool. And yeah, guys, let me know. I hope you guys liked this review. I know it was all over the place, but it was just like, you know, let's just go at it and give you my review, because I keep it real. I'm gonna tell you how I felt, and I'm gonna tell you how the movie is. And if you watch the spoilers now, you know it, so you're not gonna be that surprised when you go watch the movie. So don't blame me. blame yourself for not leaving this video when I said spoiler alert. So yeah, thank you very much guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy schedules to watch my video on this Infinity War review. It's my first movie review pretty much from like new movies. And all my new subscribers and old subscribers, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. And you guys already know, always remember, never forget, keep it classy as always. Take care of each other, love each other. And until next time, you guys already know, Maximus Batson, the regular guy. And I shall see you later. Yeah.